it's Dr. Paul here. Today we're creating a video on how to surf. So in this video, what I want to show you is the relatively easy steps on how to surf, how to learn to surf. As we all know, surfing is a relatively free sport. What I mean by that is when you have the equipment, all you have to do is get to the beach, whatever that may cost you. But once at the beach, it's free to use. So far they haven't worked out a way how to charge using the beach. So that's one of the reasons why I love surfing so much. It's the accessibility and the freedom side of it. So today's video, later on in this, I'll demonstrate and go through the finer details of how to do a pop-up. The pop-up is the action that is required when you're lying flat prone on the board to then stand on your feet and actually surf it. So this is a relatively easy action, and if you do pay to have a surf lesson, they're usually about somewhere between 20 to 40 pounds at most beaches in the UK, which is fine if you want to do that. Now, I should recommend, if you are not a strong swimmer, you should certainly not try to learn to surf on your own. You should always do it in a safe group. But anybody who is a very confident swimmer, like myself, I had one surf lesson for an hour, which was a group lesson in Cornwall, which covered the very minimal basics, what that I'll show you in the video today. So after this video, if you have the equipment, I suggest a nice 8 to 10 foot foam surfboard to begin with. You can just grab your board and watch this video before, and away you go. And then you can progress slowly yourself. However, I should point out, if you are young and you do have aspirations on being a professional surfer or really high class surfer, then having professional coaching will get you to perform and move up those ladders and skill sets much quicker than if you are learning yourselves. I myself moved to South Korea 10 years ago after I had one surf lesson in England, and when I got to South Korea, there was no surf industry at the time. Just a few expats surfing and a few local Koreans surfing, but only a handful of people. So there really was nobody to get any tuition from. So it was up to myself to learn and progress. And at the end of this video, you can see a little bit of where I got to at the end. I'm no means a professional surfer, but I am a competent, maybe intermediate to above intermediate surfer. I've surfed in Bali, in France, in South Korea, in Taiwan, so all over the world. And I wanted to share with my viewers a free surf lesson for if you are inspired to learn to surf this autumn, which is a fabulous time to learn to surf, and now with it being easier and easier to get access to the beach. Watch this video and you will learn how to. Next part of the video, you'll be learning how to do the pop-up. This is the fundamental skill that you need to master so that you can pop up from a prone position to standing up position, and then you can surf. Remember, while you're beginning, to only paddle out when you're confident. Don't paddle out in conditions that are too big. To begin with, I recommend that you don't surf in conditions over 1 meter until you become confident and master the fundamental skills. Safety for yourself and others is paramount at all time. Let's watch this next part. So here I'm paddling. The white is the surfboard, and the hands are down by the chest, arching up, then popping up.
The feet come through and should land on the surfboard at the same time in the center. If you imagine there's a line going down the middle of the board. You want to keep nice and low to begin with, and always stay low when you're learning to surf. Later, when you're getting 2-meter barrels, then you can stand tall in the barrel. But to begin with, here, hands down by your chest. This is important. Arch in the back, feet coming through at the same time. This time, if you're off balance, if they're not in the center, you can see you fall to one side. Both feet need to be equally distributed on the board, so half of your toes on one side and your heels on the other side in the center. Otherwise you will fall off the board straight away. So as you can see, front foot in the center, keep your knees bent, keep nice and low. Low center of gravity will help you stand and go straight on your surfboard to begin with. Later, you can start worrying about doing turns and getting fancy with your footwork. So a reminder, feet coming through, center of the board, nice and low.
In this next part of the video, I will be demonstrating how to do the turtle roll. Now this is a maneuver when you're on a longboard between 8 to 10 foot traditionally, and even longer boards, but mostly to begin with you'll want something between 8 to 10 foot and preferably something soft, some soft top version. And to do the turtle roll, you want to hold on to the board firmly with both hands, and you can also wrap your legs around the bottom part of the board. Careful not to bash your feet on the fins. And what you want to do is lean on one side until you've flipped the board over, and then let the wave wash over you, and then use your body to rotate the board back so you can begin to paddle again. Watch the demonstration in this next part and get out and try. So now you have seen how to do the pop-up, and you've also been instructed on how to do a turtle roll to let the wave wash over you. You now have the fundamental skills to enjoy surfing. So go out, buy your equipment, go down to the beach, get into the ocean and enjoy learning how to surf. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, please share, comment, subscribe and follow to see more videos with more instructions about surfing and other health tips to follow. Thanks very much. Have a super day.